Up ahead on this par 5 Inbee Park, and we say hello to Jerry.
Thank you, Grant. Wasn't able to get home in 2, but this is where she makes her money. Nicely done.
To go 2 under. That's how you play the par 5s.
The carry over those bunkers is not a problem for these players. Just looking at 190 at most along the right line that the players may take. So it's more visually intimidating than anything. But you can go through the fairway if you get too aggressive down the left-hand side. But a couple safely aboard.
Well, she putts like she has butter in her veins, and she sure makes a lot of bread. Sorry, that's a horrible pun. The players who can win in each and every week, we're going to see a lot of other players factor in besides just those two. Inbee made a putt. Surprise, surprise.
Paige, I wouldn't rule out Inbee Park having a...
No. Just a fairway wood for Inbee. Doesn't get very high. Well, that's a little left. Going to leave a longer shot in, but that'll be just fine.
No, and I wouldn't want to be the bookkeeper on this one. The bookie on this one setting the odds.
Just get on the green, and yeah, she's still going to have to putt it, but it's, for all practical purposes, good. She took it all on, won a gold medal, and oh my goodness, she misread a putt. She took it all on, won a gold medal, and oh my goodness, she misread a putt.
Titanic, it goes to 4 under. Inbee at 3.
Definitely going to be a 3-shot hole for Inbee.
Par 5 12th, second shot, Inbee Park.
Just a layup from that first cut of rough, which plays as good as any fairway you'll ever see. That was a 5-wood oak, turning it over a little bit. That's not where she was aiming or trying to hit it.
This will not be a quick transition. This is the 3rd for Inbee Park.
If she were to miss the green, but this for birdie.
Correct. This is her tee shot.
All right, another par 5 birdie, but she is great, make no mistake. Now Inbee.
Ooh, that's a low tumbler up the left. Look out. This could be deep trouble. There's nothing to stop the ball till it gets to the jungle. Ooh, I'm not sure she caught enough of that. That's way up in the air. She opened the face a bit. Yeah.
Was that one of the nylon mats? This was the 3rd for Inbee Park. On the tee at the par 3 14th, Inbee Park.
Straight into the teeth of the wind. This is a mighty big hole for the not such big distance today, and that is definitely a scoring club in her hands with a hybrid. Inbee with another low tumbler. That one didn't turn over much, so it's catching the fairway nicely. That's well back though. That sounded like and maybe looked like a little off the toe. Typically the toe. Par 4 for Inbee, going with the 5 hybrid according to Brad Beecher. That sounded nice and solid, turning left a little, however. That flew really nicely. She'll take that. And when you watch her play, it's, other than this club, nothing makes you drop your jaw. But she just continues to get the ball in the hole in fewer shots than everybody else. And Brad Beecher calls it boring golf. He says, I like cashing those boring checks.
Yeah, Paige Byron Nelson used to say that that was the knock on him, and it turned out pretty well for Byron Nelson.
And when you watch her play, it's, other than this club, nothing makes you drop your jaw. But she just continues to get the ball in the hole in fewer shots than everybody else. And Brad Beecher calls it boring golf. He says, I like cashing those boring checks.
Yeah, Paige Byron Nelson used to say that that was the knock on him, and it turned out pretty well for Byron Nelson.
Really, really low. Straight up the middle, going to end up right center as the player sees this winding fairway.
That'll make the hole a little easier.
Inbee at 189 yards. This is a 5 wood. That's hanging out right and fading, which is rare. That's missing the green. Well right. And ran well by down over a little bit, so this one back uphill early.
Usually the early walk for Inbee means she's going to get it out of the hole. That time, I think she knew she had missed it.
And ran well by down over a little bit, so this one back uphill early.
Usually the early walk for Inbee means she's going to get it out of the hole. That time, I think she knew she had missed it.
Inbee with 7 iron. Her irons are very strong. It's not the club head speed. It's simply the loft. Modern technology can allow you to do that. Still get the ball high with less loft. Uh-oh.
Oh,
Mesmerized by her putting. Not only the results, but the way she goes about it. It almost looks like she doesn't even try to read the putt. She doesn't really decide till she gets up over it what it's going to do. And unlike other great putters, though, she never looks surprised when it goes in. She looks surprised when it misses. I mean, she barely even kind of lowers her head a little bit from a straight standing up position just to read the putts.
It's one thing to have the instinct, but she's got that plus.
Brooke just flew as, I know it's down breeze, but that's 250 in the air from this tee. Inbee, this is out to the right.
All right, just a little farther ahead. Third shot for Inbee Park. Oh, she got over this one.
A little bit uphill initially, then it flattens out. Speed was great yet again.
Makes her home just about 12 miles away from here over at Miramar Lakes. Now Inbee for par. And the best of the 3.